News break! What in the world?
Thank you. Thank you for that.
And we're coming to you live from the stadium.
From
Joe.
Actually, we're coming to you live from Steam Cafe Studios.
We are
Creator
Steam Creator
Studios.
which is underwater, which you can see here.
No, it's not. We're not underwater.
It's the yellow
Good song.
submarine.
Oh my god! There's a giant shark now!
Which is weird, as I'm the only one drinking. This is funny.
Oh,
He's just really trying to make it hard on our editor, so sorry for that, Silent Joe.
Speak up now if you don't want me to do that.
Okay, so I am Amy Honey. I'm at the Honeys.
Jamie Honey at event speaker.
Larry Morrison at Larry Morrison.
And we also...
Oh, I think he could do that with more energy.
Larry Morrison at Larry Morrison.
That wasn't more energy!
I know, I went the other way. It's called comedy, JB. Jesus.
We're super excited because we're joined in studio today with at Freedom Point and at Freedom to Write. They are an amazing couple. We've met them several times, and
Yeah, Freedom Point, Freedom Right. Come on down to the front row. Come down to the front row. That's
come and
lovely.
say hi, just real quick.
Come on in,
Front
pop
row
in.
now.
Yeah.
Right on.
Come on in, come on in.
Don't
Push
be
past
scared.
the crowds.
Push past the crowds.
Everyone else
okay.
just wait.
Just say hi real quick.
Hey!
So you might hear some comments from them today, off from the side, and,
Yeah.
and so
That's a wonderful
so
story.
They're hanging, they're watching. Okay.
Security, yes, give them front row. Thank
All
you.
right, so let's dive into it. I got a great story today.
All right, what's your news?
all right,
Bet your mine's
here we
better.
go.
I don't know. This guy in Japan,
Oh,
he...
本当ね。私はわかりました日本語。
Exactly.
So that's it.
Sushi. That's all I got.
I don't know why that got me.
Because I'm hilarious, Amy. That's all right.
Okay, so this guy from Japan, he is a groom. And
Bento box.
There you go.
Hey!
Is box Japanese or just bento? Anyway, go
am I
ahead.
going to get through this fucking story today? Okay.
We're adding themic sounds.
I like it. So he spent $18,000 on his wedding.
Okay.
Okay.
That's cheap.
That's,
Yeah.
well, and it's actually, yeah. But he...
Boy, you wouldn't believe what I spent. Gave up 12 years of my life.
Whatever. Okay, so, but he married a hologram.
What? Well, I can see some benefits.
I don't know. There's a big glowing benefit that I do not see, which is the ability to physically touch. A real doll I could understand.
But he claimed...
From experience?
Yeah, I married a real doll. It was my first marriage. It was very heartbreaking.
How did the divorce go?
She was pretty
It was
quiet
a
about the whole thing.
deflating experience.
But a hologram, I believe, talks back. I feel
What?
like this is. Didn't they do like a Michael Jackson hologram at like the Emmys a few years ago, and that's where it
Well,
got all
and
the
I think
popularity?
they do it on the stage on the
Strip,
Vegas Strip. There's
yeah.
a show called One, which
Oh
is,
yeah,
Yeah, one.
which I want to see because it looks
It looks
amazing.
really good. Some of the stuff I've seen
So,
is
but yeah,
great.
they were doing it's amazing. Anyway, I mean, it's lifelike. It's real, I guess. So this guy's name
He
is.
spent $18,000 to
marry
purchase
the-
that.
No,
or for the
he's-
marriage ceremony.
Is he
For
like
the
a software
ceremony.
engineer?
What?
Is it like his software? Because
That's a good question, but no, I don't think it is. He claims he's really in love. His name is.
well, who's programming the woman? This is what what do you?
A 50-year-old man from Kentucky.
That's probably true. It's the weirdest
Oh,
catfish.
you look
He's
great
like-
today.
Catfish situation I've ever seen.
Catfishing this dude.
Just a little bit longer.
Okay, so.
Is it like AI? I'm so fascinated by
Yeah,
that.
and actually, it's a hologram that actually sits
How
on
big is
his.
it?
Well, let me show you the.
Are we still talking about the hologram?
Yeah, let me. So that's the stuffed animal that he is a stuffed toy that he actually got
Oh, he's a
married
kid.
to. No, he's not.
Oh,
he's
he just
No, they-
he's 35 years old.
Oh, then he's just sad.
He just looks. Pull this picture up behind us so you can see the doll. But the actual hologram sits on his desk and it sings. And it's a singing hologram
So it's
that
not-
uses a voice synthesizer to perform in sold-out shows worldwide, according to Inside Edition. His name is Akihiko Kondo. I practiced that. Her name is Matsuni Miku. That's her name. And she's...
What's the name?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no.
So-
I lived there for 3.5 years.
Apparently, there were 40 guests who attended the
40!
ceremony. Yeah, but not, his family wouldn't come.
Of
Yeah,
course not.
it's shocking.
His mother was mad.
Several other jokes.
I think she was
Yeah,
pissed.
seriously. So wait, so did the people show up out of support or out of laughter? Is this like a comedy thing? Like,
Maybe the food was really good. I don't know.
But so that was the groom's side. What about the bride's side of the family?
oh, that's what I'm saying. Where
There
was the
was a
software engineer?
There was a refrigerator and a lawnmower.
I wonder if they played. What was that movie?
HGTV.
What was that movie, Joe? Look it up. Her. It's called Her, where the dude falls in love with the software program, right?
It's like Weird Science, right?
Oh, you know, that's even better.
It was a great movie.
That's a
Gone
great
away.
movie.
And what was it? There was a special. There was a sci-fi futuristic music. I don't know, 1600 or something like that. And it was like a certain robot doll, and the guy that was trying to fight to find the very last one.
I don't know.
And that he actually fell in love with the girl that was helping him find it.
Well, my
remember
question
that
is,
as a
though, is this going to ruin his prospects with real women?
Does he?
I don't
Does he
think
wear a
cares.
wedding ring?
I think he does. To him, it's real. He says
To him, it's real.
He says he's never
Has he got a
cheated on.
psychological evaluation? How do you
says-
cheat?
He says he's never cheated on her, which probably is like.
Is masturbation cheating? Sorry.
It's probably code for virgin, but he
Yes.
says he's never cheated on her, and he's always been in love with her. And he also said he's in love with the whole concept of Hatsune Miku, but he got married to the Miku of his house. So I'm thinking that this is like a hologram that's in Japanese homes or something. It sounds. Jamie looks
Here's what's
Jamie
gonna.
looks confirmed.
Here's what's gonna happen.
Disturbed.
Okay.
Okay.
Virtual reality is gonna make this more and more a thing. Like, there's just gonna be people in a fantasy world, literally, married to fake things.
What is that TV show that's got the
Ready Player One.
No, that one looks good too. But no, there's a TV show we just started recently watching where they go into like a virtual reality, and this lady, she's a detective, and she has to go in and help them pull out because they don't get out.
Immersed. Yeah.
I love them. That's Reverie. I love
Reverie.
It's a
Oh,
great
that's
show.
a good show.
I love the actor.
With the
or
butterflies.
actress.
Yeah,
She's awesome.
yeah. So that's a great show. But she has to go in because they're stuck in the virtual reality and they don't want to come back out because that life is better than this life.
So
Apparently,
I love the now that I see
Hatsune Miku is a 16-year-old girl.
What? Is that legal? He's 35.
I love how the title of this is like the guy spends 18 grand. That's not the bigger. That's not the headline. He marries a hologram is the headline.
It should be noted that the marriage is not technically legally binding
Shocker.
in any aspect.
How does
So-
the Catholic Church feel about this?
They're silent like they are most.
So Gamer.com is the company that created Miku, and they're not expecting the virtual vixen to remain monogamous.
But he married the one that's attached to his house. And I wonder if I feel like this is some kind of PR stunt.
Oh, I wonder.
Oh.
We find out that he is the programmer.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
Anyway.
But the company, oh my god, the company has already issued more than 3,700 marriage certificates to people who want to wed a hologram.
The hologram company or this Japanese artist rendering
Some
of the...
company that issues marriage certificates for holograms.
This is like the
Apparently she's
people
not
that
the
sell
only-
real estate on the moon. This is horse.
Hey,
That was like my other favorite story.
What's that?
I'm in the wrong business.
I know, right? They're selling nothing.
My other favorite story was when that guy there was like a Holocaust coming, or like a
all right, yeah.
what do they call that in the Bible? No,
Oh.
the rapture. So there was a rapture coming, and this guy sold pet insurance.
Oh,
So
yeah.
when
Oh,
you
you're talking about
when you got
here.
taken up by rapture, he would come and take care of your pets.
And it was a certain date, and he sold all kinds of.
I remember
Pet
that. Yeah,
insurance.
this was a couple.
And then it
I
didn't
want to say
happen.
this like 5 or 10 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Where everybody was set up.
Yeah, about 5 years. Yeah.
And then I remember those crazy
Yeah.
stories.
But I loved the guy that said, "Well, I'll come take care of your pets."
I love the guy that out on his front yard put sets of shoes with dry ice in it on the day that the rapture happened.
That's funny. That's awesome.
We shouldn't make fun. It's sad. These people believe it.
That's funny.
Okay, so anyway,
all right.
so
I thought that was funny. I had practical joke part. I like that.
Gotta have a good
Quick recap.
he also said that he's not seeking. The reason that he married a hologram is because two-dimensional characters can't cheat, age, or die.
Yeah, but you can.
They can't cheat, age, or die. Well, it depends on your definition of cheat, because obviously there's going to be more than one of these holograms sold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Die, pull the plug, boop, software virus,
Right,
bang.
right.
I want to note that in the picture he is wearing a wedding ring. Just FYI, in case you were wondering. Yeah.
He's
But-
He's
35.
35.
I'm just
years old.
saying, what's it going to be like when he's 45 or 50?
Well,
like-
he's going to be married to a 16-year-old hologram.
That's
That
but-
sings beautifully.
the logistics. All right.
All right.
I feel like he should go under
And
a psyche bath.
her
That's what
name,
I'm-
Hatsuma, is a combination of two Japanese words, which means sing and future. So she's the future, the sound of the future, singing future.
Oh, wow. Jamie's, he had to know more. Jamie's like, I got to know more. I got to look this up. So that is my story for the day.
Good job.
News break.
Okay, but
News broke.
okay,
news
but
broke down.
Are you ready for your story?
Oh,
Bring
my
yourself
story?
in, Jamie.
Bring myself in.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from the studios. Oh, I lost my button. News break! What in the world?
Woo! I'm Amy Honey at the Honeys.
Jamie Honey at Event Speaker.
Larry Morrison at Larry Morrison.
Nice, and we got Freedom Point and we've got Freedom to Write in the house. So
And, yeah.
you might hear them, but they have been awfully quiet up to now. So
Yeah.
go ahead.
I think they're in shock about these stories.
All right, guys.
They're like, what the heck am I supposed to say about that?
We know that sports can get violent at times, and there's a lot of accusations that can happen out there when you're at a pro level. Well, there was a match that erupted into a strong discourse between the two players.
A match of what?
Darts.
Is this going to piss me
Darts.
off?
Darts players. The game was called to a halt as they accused each other of farting during the match.
Yes! That is a great strategy. I love how they accused each other. It's the classic who smelt it dealt it. It wasn't me. Was it you? No, that was you. That's definitely you. I didn't.
Apparently, the reporter here says that
It's not just one person going, I would never do that. No, they immediately shot it right back at each other. I love that.
no, the whoever smelt it dealt it rule has been thrown out of the window. Though. Two rival darts players accused each other of breaking wind, which is the polite way of saying. How can you actually break wind, though? It's like, oh, look, here's some air. Oh no, it's still there.
What if
Oh,
you
trust
say,
me, your
it
farts
smells
do
bad.
break the wind.
It gets better though, because Gary Anderson, a 47 Scottish time world champion, that's under the kilt. Hey!
Oh.
Disappointment.
Disappointment. And then the other guy is a Dutch opponent, founder of the Dutch oven.
Oh,
I mean,
nice.
they just
Dum-dum.
they
Oh
write
my
it
God.
themselves at the quarterfinals of the Grand Slam of darts.
So I just want to paint this picture. They're playing professional darts.
Quarterfinals.
The quarterfinals of a tournament in front of human beings. I assume they're not just alone. And all of a sudden, something creeps across one of their faces, like, who? How dare you? And then they go at it. This is what happened.
Darts.
Right. Yeah, and then they accuse each other.
what
No,
I'm
you
saying.
did it. No, you did it.
And the Dutch gentleman says it'll take at least 2 nights to get that smell from his nose. It was
I wonder if he was like losing really bad and he's just like, this is his strategy. He just ate a bunch of eggs and dairy the night before and was just like,
Just in case.
Just in case, it's my secret weapon. And then you just hear people start to come out of the woodwork like, he did that to me last game. Like, I know that. I didn't want to say anything because I'm a gentleman, but he did the same thing to me.
So I have a hilarious fart story that I gotta tell because the Dutch oven came up and
Uh-oh.
so
Jamie's gonna get thrown under the bus.
Oh, it's not me.
this is too good. So what happened was we were invited to, a friend of ours was speaking at this church, and we don't generally attend church.
That's right.
Did you fart in church, Jamie?
No, I didn't. But everyone friggin' looked at me as it wafted through the aisles, going back to like, here's this little girl dressed nicely and this guy.
It was
not me.
bad. It was bad.
Because our friends had adopted, I think, like 8 or 9 different children. And so we were there supporting them.
And it was quiet. Like the preacher was talking, it was quiet, and we're sitting there.
And it was a smell or it was a noise?
Oh, it was
a smell. But there was no noise. And
and you see, like you see the people in front of you go, and then they kind of look back, and then there's no one. Imagine an empty row there, an empty row there, and Amy and I, and everyone's looking at me. I'm like,
it's gotta be the big guy.
So then I go like that, I push him, and everybody around us thinks it's him. And all I could think in my head was, I literally had tears coming out of my eyes, because all I could think was,
oh, it was bad. It was so bad. It was bad.
He was so mad at me.
It was bad. It was just bad.
He was glaring at me, which made it even funnier. And all I could think was, he's in a church Dutch oven.
Yes.
Payback is such a bitch right now. This is so
Somebody
funny.
could have just thrown a stink bomb or something.
It was so bad. He was so mad.
But you saw people in front of you do this, like. Like, people are sharing that it's me. It's not me. It was her. And you can't go, excuse me, priest, just hold on a second. I just want to clear something up. Church and all, we're talking about truth and honesty. It was her.
And the more he's looking at me, the more I'm laughing. And I'm trying not to laugh because, like, they're in a really serious moment in the church. And everybody's silent. And I'm like this. I'm like... And I just got tears rolling down my face.
This is such a beautiful moment. It's such a beautiful moment.
I love these kids. But I mean, like, gas is a normal thing. It does exist in the world.
Yeah,
We're all
yeah,
experienced of it. I mean, some smell like flowers, such as mine, and others are tragic.
Oh, tragic.
Let me just say,
Beans, a magical fruit.
The
that's
more
true.
you eat, the more you toot.
I'll just say that church experience was payback for so many times driving in a car with this guy.
Oh my
He
God.
farts with his mouth.
When window locks came out. There's some good times there, is all I'm saying. Some good times.
What are you gonna do?
That's funny.
Oh, that's great. So there was a Dutch player and then
And a Scottish player.
And they could understand each other enough, or was it all just non-verbal communication?
The Dutch guy actually went on Dutch national television and said there. I missed it.
he's just cracking.
Did you pull his finger?
No.
Oh!
No.
Yeah. No, that would have been a good one too.
God.
Yeah, so the Dutch guy went on national Dutch TV and complained about there's a terrible and
It distracted me.
it was a huge distraction, but the other guy
He went on
started to
national TV.
play better after the smell, so he figured he needed to release some gas to improve his game.
Wow.
He went on national TV
National
and
TV
said that?
yeah, it was disgusting.
Well, that's probably because there's only about 5 people watching dart championships.
Turned into fart
It was the
darts.
quarterfinals. All right, so that was it, you know.
All right. Well, thank you for that.
That was
What did you
good.
say? Erupting story? No.
Erupting.
That's a volcanic-like story.
He did start out by
That
saying a
release-
fight erupted.
Oh, that's where it came from.
Did say that.
There was a huge disagreement.
Okay, are you ready? Are you
I'm ready.
All right, so
Okay.
that was it. Maybe we get a picture of a volcano.
Yeah.
All right, bring us in,
Just-
Jake.
All right, oh. News break. What in the world?
What?
Okay, Larry, bring us in. What's your story today?
I'm at Larry Morrison, everybody.
Oh, I'm at the Honeys.
I'm still at event speaker. That hasn't
Okay.
changed.
So I have an interesting story out of, well, I don't know where. We'll find out. So a 69-year-old man has
always
gone.
some dude.
I know. Is going to court. Has actually brought legal action to lower his age by 20 years.
What?
This
Why?
this pensioner says he has the body of a 45-year-old and is taking the legal action so that he can have better job prospects and better luck with women on Tinder. Yes.
Why doesn't he?
Dutch entrepreneur. It's from Dutch.
those
the Dutch.
He already qualifies for
Very
senior
smart.
discount. Why would he want it legally lower?
Dutch entrepreneur is hoping to be able to change his date from March 11th, 1949 to 1969 after his doctor said he had the body of someone 20 years younger than himself. He argues if transgender people are legally allowed to change their sex,
good
then he
point.
should be allowed to change his age.
Well, he's got a point there.
Yeah, also, he wants to get laid. Yeah.
Well, it's always that.
Yeah, it's always the root
But on
cause.
Tinder,
You
like,
don't have to put your real age up there.
yeah, and you don't have to show anyone your ID. Not at that age.
That's true too, but I
You'd be like, hey, lady, I'm 40.
I respect that
Look at my
he
body.
doesn't want to lie. He's not doing a catfish situation. He's like, no, I'm gonna make the world bend to my will. I'm not gonna have to lie to anybody. That's ballsy. I'm sorry. That's
That
like,
is super ballsy.
yeah. And then what
Can
happens?
we not use the word ballsy with a man that's trying to get laid that's in his
On
60s?
Tinder.
Yeah.
Oh.
What happens?
It brings
what,
up images.
what happens
Like, don't
if-
think about it.
balls. So what happens when he does go to retire, or ask for Social Security or whatever they have in Dutchland? What?
And he's like, yeah, but you're 20 years younger. You haven't paid into this.
I don't think
for the
he's
last-
thinking this thing through very well.
Oh, no.
Doesn't make any sense at all. And
You
is he in
get
the
the
U.S.
short
or is
line.
he in Dutch?
I think he's there.
Is he in Dutch? Is this
Dutchland.
German guy?
Dutchland? Do you even know what it's called?
Holland.
There we go.
He said, when I'm 69, I am limited. But if I'm 49, then I can buy a new house, drive a different car, and can take up more work.
Why can't you buy a new
When-
house at 60? Hey, just make 70 the new 40, yo.
Because I'm guessing a bank won't want to lend him money because he doesn't have that many working. He doesn't have 30 years of working years in front of him, right?
Oh.
When I'm on
right.
Tinder and it says I'm 69, I don't get any responses. But when I put I'm 49, with this face, I will be in a luxurious position. So he thinks very highly of himself. Yeah.
Just because some doctor was just like pruning him, just like, hey.
My cholesterol is that of a 30-year-old. Legally change it.
That's just...
It doesn't matter how many times I've seen the world go around the sun. That number is irrelevant.
Well, I want to be 20 again.
Well,
actually, no.
This could set a dangerous precedent.
I want to be 22 because I want to be legal to drink.
Yeah, there you go. I just think this could set a very dangerous precedent. If this goes through, how many cougars? Not that you are one. I wasn't
Oh,
telling
I'm
you.
totally a cougar.
All
Who's
right.
younger?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How old are you?
Old enough. All right. So, how many cougars out there we're
Now
trying to lower the
becoming
age?
NSFW.
I want to change my age to a symbol like Prince did, so that I'm just forever amazing.
Hey, you can do that.
I think so.
Because he changed
Hopefully,
his name to a symbol.
He changed his name to a
I said I'm going to
symbol
change
at one
up my age to a symbol. So
What
it
symbol
never
would it
moves.
be?
I'm just thinking infinity right now. I don't know.
That's a good age to be.
Right?
Infinity.
It doesn't say where he is. He just says he's Dutch.
Oh, wow. Where's the news article out of?
Well, we've got 2 Dutch, 1 Scottish.
Oh, it
and
says the
one-
UK. Out of the UK.
And a Japanese.
And a Japanese.
I feel like there should be a Floridian in here pretty soon because they come up with some crazy stuff.
They
What's a Floridian?
do.
People from Florida.
I had a great news story last week on a guy from Florida.
Yeah. Well.
Okay.
So, quick recap. What happened? We had
A guy that married a hologram. He
No.
spent $18,000
But as a
on
35-year-old Japanese man who married a hologram.
who's 16. She's
A
16.
16-year-old.
I think he's trying to get in before the VR hits. Like, I think that's what he's doing. He's trying to, like, pave the way because 5-10 years from now, the VR is going to be so good, he's never going to want to leave. That's what I think. Anyway.
An argument between a Scotsman and a Dutchman.
Which, Joe, if you could find the video, I want to see the guy just start to aim and go, oh. That's what I want to see.
They are having a conversation, and there's a whiff of something in the air.
Oh, he holds his nose
He holds
there.
his nose. So Gary is having a go at your boy Gerwin Price in the final of this dart
I
tournament.
don't know if he wants to mess with Gerwin Price, though.
So it seems like the eggs have not completely lifted from the situation.
Perhaps it's something in the arena.
Absolutely.
Yeah, at the quarterfinals of the World Darts Championship. And Larry.
And a man who is ballsy enough
Oh.
to want
You can't say it without visualizing it.
I know, right? To not want to be a catfish, to bend the world to his will. That's pretty powerful, I think.
Right. See, crazy things in the world.
Ta-da-ta-ta-ta.
Boop.
Take us out.
Would you like to go to a movie?
News break!
What in the world